So hit the thing, hit the button. So that, and then hit the other thing. Oh, let's get rid of that. And then, so, nah. I'll just stick with that. So I think that. Oh, dang it, Beavis. Did I do it on the last one? Maybe I had a different one. Let me grab something at random. I did that one last time. I did the wolfosphere. Oh, the prehistoric whale. I think I've done that. Have I done that one? Let's see. I think I've done that one. Prehistoric whale. See, it's still going. All right, so that's going. So, all right. All right. I'll close all these out. And while I'm closing that out, check out
quiet. I'm hunting wabbits. I'm hunting wabbit twice.
Wabbit.
Kill the wabbit, kill the wabbit, kill the wabbit. Kill the wabbit?
That's me.
Yo-ho, 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 yo-ho. A mighty warrior of great fighting stock. Might I inquire to ask me, what's up, Doc? I'm going to kill the wabbit. A mighty hunter, 'twill be quite a task. How will you do it? Might I inquire to ask? I will do it with my spear and magic helmet. Your spear and magic helmet? Spear and magic helmet. Magic helmet. Magic helmet. Magic helmet. Yes, magic helmet. And I'll give you a sample. That was the wabbit.
Silly wabbit. Let's see if I can find that wabbit swayer. And I'm a guitar player. And there won't be any more wabbits, oh well. No more Peter Wabbit. No more Roger Wabbit.
In an abandoned warehouse with no lights, just shadows, and soon no rabbits. The purpose of the event is to pass the torch from one generation heavy metal to the next. And there live, in his black leather hunting outfit, with a shotgun guitar with spikes coming out of it, Ozzy Fudd, the rabbit slayer. In the dead of night, a shimmering light, clean of a blade, and the devil is paid. When the axe comes down, a chilling sound. Who gets ahead? Another wabbit slayer, a guitar player, with a nasty habit.
Kill the wabbit!
I'm a nameless tweeter, a wabbit feaster, and I pretend a quaster, a stalking shadow, in the shadows of wabbit, in the night hours. Kill the wabbit, kill the wabbit, kill the wabbit, kill the no more Roger Wabbit, no more Peter Wabbit, no more Playboy Bunny Wabbit.
I know there's another good one on there. Let's see if I can find that one. Where's the old one? WIYY. Oh, the comedian is the comedian one.
And you're wishing someone took care of everything. Well, thank you.
Oh,
Thank you very much.
I don't know.
12 years ago, I was here for the first time. It's my hometown, San Francisco, right here. Born and raised.
Born and raised this is.
12 years ago, I was here for the first time. It's my hometown, San Francisco, right here. Born and raised.
Born and raised.
You know, you're probably wondering how I ended up this way.
You got a whole bunch. All right, I'm not going to pull the whole full screen up, but this is like it looks like a bunch of. All right, so this is early '90s. A bunch of white people in a room drinking beer.
Oh, yeah.
They're dressed up to go see a comedian.
I turned on my TV set, leave it to Beaver. In the morning, Beaver in the afternoon. Beaver's just an attitude.
Yeah, I'm not thinking this guy. So is he gonna do some Ozzy Fudd? Come on. So he's gotta lead it up. He's trying to be Robin Williams. Not digging this guy. Is this clickbait?
Buddies the Gators. They believe Elvis is back and is a 9-foot gator living in the Florida swamps.
Alright, this
Give me some volume on this, baby.
This guy's no good.
Watch the little green guy.
I like some Elvis. Oh, here we go.
Oh. And Ozzy Fudd. Video on MTV. Did you ever think of what that would be like? I have. An abandoned warehouse. Shadows, no light. The purpose of the event is to pass the torch from one generation heavy metal to the next. And there, liar, receive the torch in his black leather hunting outfit with a shotgun and guitar. Ozzy Fudd, the rabbit slayer. In the dead of night, a shimmering white gleam of a blade, and the devil with a day. When the axe comes down, a chewing sound, stew gets head, another wabbit's dead. A wabbit's wail, the dog wail, with a nasty habit.
Kill the in the shadows. Braxton, you gonna jump up? I hit the button. There you go. Hit that thing. There you go. I think it should be alright. So I got another wabbit. Another wabbit's way. Guitar play. Where's the original one? Like off the 98 Rock thing.
95.5 PLJ.
95.5.
In an abandoned warehouse with no lights, just shadows, and soon no rabbits. The purpose of the event is to pass the torch from one generation heavy metal to the next, and they're live. In his black leather hunting outfit with a shotgun guitar with spikes coming out of it, Ozzy Fudd, the rabbit slayer. In the dead of night, a shimmering white gleam of a blade, and the devil is paid. When the axe comes down, a chilling sound, steal gets ahead, another rabbit's dead. I'm a wabbit slayer, a guitar player, with a nasty habit. Kill the wabbit. Wabbit, no more Peter Wabbit, no more Playboy Bunny Wabbits.
Oh, yeah, we go. Scottish Granny Wonky Donkey. Oh my God! I'm gonna Braxton. I ain't gonna watch no Spanish. The Scottish Granny Wonky Donkey. I know we got one more in there. So, is it the same one? Metallica, Mark McCollum. I think it's so.
In an abandoned warehouse with no lights, just shadows and soon no rabbits. The purpose of the event is to pass the torch of great generation heavy metal to them.
That's the same one. I think I hit that one. Weird Al? Nah, it's not weird.
In an abandoned warehouse with no lights.
That was just the lead in.
And soon no rabbits.
That's the same one. No, there's one more. I just can't find it. Well, I'm finding it. I'll try that. All right.
95.5
It's on the 95.5.
In an abandoned warehouse with no lights.
Oh, he's gonna do all right. The whole Popeye bit. I had not seen this one. Please doing Porky Pig. Oh, Snuggies. All right, so oh man, Harriet, shock and horror. I'm gonna the thing. Hey.
Evening, Mr.
Oh, hold on a second. How you doing this evening, Braxton? I got to turn the thing off real quick.
I'm good, and you, sir?
It's been a long month.
You ain't lying.
All right.
Okay. Yeah.
It's all off.
Okay. All right. But you're in the funeral service. You're in the funeral service. It was a good one earlier at noon. I thought I was going to be at that other place, but it was at another. But it was at another funeral home. And if you hear some sounds in the background, that's the kitchen faucet. I'm rinsing out something.
So, are you able to find comedy when there's tragedy? Are you able to find like the balance?
Yes, I'm able to because I'm a lover of comedy, and I don't know if you picked up on this about me. That a lot of people tell me that that I'm funny or hilarious without literally not trying and me sounding like I'm bored, depressed, or sad or whatever. So yeah, I like the straight face, dry. I mean the straight face, cut and dry type of comedy, Dorothy in the Golden Girls, or like Sarah Gilbert's character back when she was in Roseanne. And what's another? Who's another person I like? Oh, Fran Lebowitz. I love her. She needs to be a comedian. She's not a comedian, but she should be one. And what another guy I like? Oh yeah, and Professor Snape in Harry Potter. His comedy. So.
Is that the Dracula guy?
Well, no. I say he has a bit of Dracula's, like a little Dracula attire, but he was never Dracula. He's been in a number of movies throughout his career, but he was never a vampire in any film.
He was like the guy in Die Hard. You talking about that guy?
Yeah, yeah. He was in the first Die Hard, and he was in Judas Kiss, and he was in I think it was Galaxy Quest or something. And he was and of course, like I said, he was also well known for being in Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was the real name? His real name was Alec Rickman, I think.
Yeah, the Rickman. Are there twins? Are there two of them?
Nope, just one.
Is there a doppelganger of them?
Not that I know of. As far as I know, is only been just him.
I'm closing out like some windows here, free up some airspace. I was watching. What was I watching? I was watching Batman by Gaslight. Let me see if I can share the screen.
You said you was watching Batman.
Yeah, the Batman by the olden days. Let me see if I can.
Okay, excuse me. Okay, so far the Batman films I've seen. Okay, I've seen I think it was the Dark Knight. I think I saw Dark Knight, the one that came out in 2008. I saw that one, and I watched the 1997 Batman and Robin film. A lot of people say it sucked, but I beg to differ.
It's on.
Oh, sorry, hit the thing.
Thank you.
Braxton.
Please don't stop on my account.
Okay.
I like to keep a low profile. I heard about this little city council meeting and thought it was a good opportunity to see how my...
So that was the let's see, go back to
Yeah, but I beg to differ about when people say the 1997 Batman and Ruby. I mean Batman and Robin. I said Batman and Ruby. I mean Batman and Robin film that sucked. It was bad. I was like, no, I beg to differ because they literally brought the cartoon to life in that movie. Yeah,
Was
Was
that the George Clooney one?
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That one. Yeah, the one that had George Clooney, Chris O'Donnell, Alicia Silverstone, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and Uma Thurman.
I like the Uma. Yeah, the Uma, the poison. She was Poison Ivy, right?
Right.
Yeah, I liked her a lot in that one. That was
yeah. Now, I've been a fan of hers ever since I was a little kid. I've been a fan of Miss Uma Thurman, and I'm not taking no jabs at her or nothing. But I'm just saying now, the only time when I saw her the only time I saw her with sex appeal, and being sexy and attractive is when she was Poison Ivy. But her character was meant to be,
Pulp Fiction. When she was in the Pulp Fiction, and she was dancing with what's his face, the guy from Staying Alive,
John Travolta and Samuel Jackson.
Yeah. Was Sam Jackson in that one? Oh yeah. The Walk Through the Valley of Death and all that. Yeah.
Yeah, now I never seen all of Pulp Fiction. I only saw like bits of it. I never watched it all the way through.
Hmm.
Yeah. And what else? One in another movie. Oh, and I like Sam Jackson character when he was in Jackie Brown.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I love that movie. I love Jackie Brown.
All right. Oh, maybe Jackie Brown, the one with like, what was her name?
Pam Grier.
Pam Grier. Yeah.
Yep, Ageless Beauty.
Hmm.
Yeah, but I think she should be around either her late 70s or in the early 80s now. I gotta look up her age.
I bet she could still get it.
Oh yeah, she is still. Yeah, she still don't look her age even now. But hey, like I said, that is the power of melanin and black genes.
She had those the prison movies in like the 70s, early 70s.
Oh yeah. Like okay, well, some of these. Okay, well, prison is in them, but they're not prison movies. Like you said, movies that came out back in the 70s, like Coffee, Sheba Baby. Coffee, Sheba Baby. Foxy Brown. You said which one?
In Coffee, she was the cop. She was
Okay,
the undercover. I always loved that. Thinking about Pam Grier in the undercover role.
I'm gonna turn on this light. Yeah, so what other movie she was in? She was in that and other films back in the day, like Shaft, Shaft. Shaft. Oh yeah, Shaft. R.I.P. to him. And now I know of his movie. Now I know of the movie. I know of him. I know the movie. But I never watched Shaft. But no, I know of the old school and the new school Shaft. And
the guy in the new school Shaft, is that the same guy as the
from the original? Yeah.
The new guy from Captain America. Was he in that?
It might have been him. I think so. It might have been him. It was another favorite movie, Batman back in the day. Oh, now one of my favorite movies of all time from the 70s is Truck Turner. I love Truck Turner. Favorite movie. Yeah, good old. Hold on, you never heard of Truck Turner?
I'm probably sure I have seen it, but it's not ringing the bell.
Okay, yeah. Now, the OG Isaac Hayes, he was the main character in that one. And I think he plays like
big sunglasses and all. All right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes, sir. Yep. Bald head guy.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Yeah. In this character, I think he was an undercover. I don't know if he was an undercover. I think he was. Yeah, he was an undercover cop because he was busting up a lot of people, pushers, drug lords, and all. Yeah, but this one particular drug lord in that film, it was a she, and that woman she did the role. Yeah, and that woman she did the role of that black woman from the original Star Trek.
And Pam Grier was the you seen Pam Grier was the drug kingpin?
No. This is a different lady. Her name was I think her name was Nichelle Nichols. She now she was the black woman in the original Star Trek. That woman.
Wait, you talking the lady on the lady on deck? Like which black lady? The one like the what's her name? Uhuru?
Yeah, her.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep. She was the drug lord in Truck Turner. Well, no. Well, she was both a drug lord and a well, I don't know if this is a real name. She was a drug lord and a pimpstress. She was a female pimp.
Yeah, like it all goes hand in hand. Money exchanges hands. It's
Yeah.
drugs, ladies, money, lawyers, drunks, and guns. Right.
Yeah. Oh yes, sir. And she is there. Everybody in the film was awesome. I loved it. And seeing all those hookers in the and hookers, and I was like, okay, now I don't support hookers and prostitution, not at all. I'm just talking about the purpose in the movie. But those chicks was fine as a mud back then.
Well, yeah. So they're not obvious because they're not going to go to the street and hire hire a scale to be in a Hollywood movie.
Well, obviously not. But it would be a good but it would be a good come up story, from a chick who was out in the streets, and then all of a sudden she got a role as an extra or a character, and here she goes, she ends up going far, becomes famous, she gets off the street and get a life together. Hey, it still would make for a good story.
Yeah, we tried that in Baltimore for like 10 years. It failed.
Yeah. But who likes to be? But I say, yeah, the chicks, the chicks, the young women who did the role of being hookers in that, yeah, they were all beautiful, beautiful women, yeah, very beautiful ladies. So like now we're talking 1977, 1973, 74. Now as fine as those women were back then, with all the implants and stuff there is now. And that's not to say that women who get implants are not still sexy and beautiful. Yeah, they are. But I'm just saying, the women back then, they were just more authentic. They're more authentic and real.
And the hairy armpits and sweat under the boobs.
Yeah, well, whereas for hairy armpits, well, somebody else can have fun with their sweat under the boobs. It happens.
But yeah, it's like the way it was. It was like, yeah, I mean, it's like I don't have you have expendable money to get a razor and get a haircut and get your hair done and all that.
Yeah, right.
It wasn't a thing. You did what you could.
Especially down here, that I was saying, especially down here in these parts, people did what they had to or may do.
Yeah, so that's where the old expression came from. Hey, you got your hair did. Looks great. You get your hair did. Right?
Yeah. But in my case, well, for back during that time where people were getting their own froze and their dreads and their braids did, but
yeah. Well, it takes a lot of money to do that stuff. Right? And
money, skill, and money, skill, and concentration.
Yeah, so you have to find an artist like we were talking about with tattoos. Same thing with the hairdo.
Right. Speaking of tattoos, now for the aftercare, well, one lotion I'm gonna mainly be using is called for my tattoos. The lotion is called let me see. The lotion is called Aquaphor.
Oh yeah, the aqua, the real thin stuff. Yeah.
Right.
So you spread the thin stuff, then yeah. So what are you gonna get? You figure it out?
Like I say, I might get something like barbed wire or a skull, but 9 times out of 10, barbed wire. I'm assuming I'll end up getting.
It sounds like what was the name of that Pam Anderson? Pam the play with the barbed wire. It's cliche, man. Are you really gonna go cliche?
Why not?
I don't know.
So
I didn't.
do it. 'Cause it's good.
I mean, I did my first. I was like, wolf. I think my first tat was cliche. I was like, if I thought about it a little while longer, I might have done something different.
Oh, okay, cool. But yeah, I mean about getting barbed wire and maybe a skull somewhere.
Like death, like muerte.
Let me see. Yeah, like what you said. Death, muerte,
Yeah.
but it's French. Yeah, but it's in French. It's la mort in French.
L'amour. Yeah, that sounds a
Yeah,
lot sexier than a skull on my chest.
yeah, well, French is known to be the language of romance, so yes, it is sexy.
Yeah.
Yeah, yep, la mort. Yep, that's how it's said.
I don't think there's in the pronunciation. I don't think you can do the like it's l'amour. It's
Right.
the T is assumed.
Yes, the MT is silent, but of course I'm from Louisiana. So because of French, because I'm Cajun French, okay, Cajun French, and I guess French part one, it's just a separate dialect and understandings. So
Yeah, yeah. I think we talked about this before. Down that area when the that hurricane happened on 2000 was it 2001 2000
which hurricane are you talking about? Hurricane Katrina, Hurricane Rita?
Katrina, yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Hurricane Katrina was in 2005. The date was August. It was August 25th, 2005.
So do you know anybody that like, do you have relatives that got sent up here, like a little bit up further east, up
Uh,
north, east?
No. I don't have any. No, I don't have any kinfolk down in the area that I know of now. But back then, my mom my mom was helping out a few evacuees who came up here from down there in a loads of high schoolers. In the loads of high schoolers, I can't talk. A load of high schoolers from Orleans was going to my older sister's high school at the time, and she said a lot of those students were cutting up, acting the fool. She said they were acting the fool so much that the other students would pick up their desks and move them away from the New Orleans students. That's how, yeah. And one of my exes, she's from New Orleans, and they had to evacuate during that time. She had told me.
Well, after the after effect of that, I was in inner city Baltimore, and we took in. I'm gonna say a low number, 15,000 people from down there, and I'm gonna say a high number, probably like 35,000, in that integrated into Baltimore where I was living at the time, and it was like it was like talking to somebody from a foreign country. I mean, we really got it real quick, but like, the accent and everything, it was like, just what you, and it's been like I think maybe 15 years since I've actually had to, recall how we integrated it, but it was pretty cool. I mean, the people that were down there was so solid. They came up here, they integrated. We all, the restaurant industry boomed. I mean, I made like a whole lot of money as a server from doing. I was waiting tables. I had 3 jobs at the time, and right after that, just the whole and everybody was really cool from down there. Came up here.
Well,
And I don't know where they went after that, but after I.
that's how Louisianians are. That's majority. And you said that you was up in Baltimore back then.
Yeah, yep. I was working in the Inner Harbor, Ellicott City, and a little bit out in Western Maryland. But yeah, people came up, and we all had noticed, and it was like the government paid for it all, so it wasn't like we were displaced or anything. It was like they're this is temporary. I think it took like at least 18, almost 2 years probably to get back to normal after.
Oh yeah, but yeah,
and the thing of it was is while I was in it, that whole thing, the whole news media, I was so pissed. They weren't showing what was going on. They weren't showing the integration of like everybody being all nice and everything. It was like maybe there was a 30-second cap on the news at the time, but the national media was like George Bush, bad man. It's like, fuck you, man. That's I've known that for decades, but that was another one of those fuck you, man. No news media, fake news shit that struck me. Sorry, I didn't mean to go off on a tangent.
No, hey, you were just speaking your mind, expressing yourself, and this is your panel. So hey, feel free to do whatever.
Well, if you have any other insight about what I was just ranting about, please,
Well, what I was gonna say is that that's just how media. Well, when I media, that's how mainstream is. I mean, that's how mainstream media is. They tell half and half, or add to and take from. And back then, and of course, back then there wasn't, a lot of alternative, media outlets to either get more information or to either get either to get more information or to get all of it. So all that it wasn't around back then. What I was about to say now, as for we were just talking about movies and everything. Now as for talking about sinners, now some ironic thing. Well, one ironic thing. Well,
the movie.
Yes, Sinners the movie. Yeah. Now one ironic thing.
All right, so the movie, I have not digested the full movie yet. I mean, I watched it a couple times, but I haven't watched it like 5 times. So,
I think I've seen it close to maybe 19 times. I think.
Yeah, I've watched it a couple times, but I haven't digested it, so I'm not in a place to talk about that like in particular. But yeah, so shit. What were we talking about originally? Sorry to cuss, but
you were talking about after Hurricane Katrina and how the media can be to the politician.
Yeah, the media gets my stress level up. I don't want to talk about that here. What else you got? Oh, the dragon. So, do you see the dragon in that photo I drew?
I think so. This time I see it a little bit in the dragon. well, if I am seeing a dragon, well, it looks like a wolf. Well, I can see both a wolf and a dragon in between. Yeah, yeah, the dragon looks red.
Hmm. So, all right. So it's from the top right-hand corner is like the back of the nape, and then the everything is going is her. I think it's her actually. Her nose is going down towards the left-hand corner of the picture, and you see the little eye in there, and you see all the feathers there, you know, kind of draping back that way. But down in the right-hand corner, there's like little creatures like scurrying about.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's like my so you know the tea kettle. You have to turn the knob to like let the pressure release. It's like kind of what I my pressure release is drawing, writing notes, things like that, and I put them aside. I don't even think about them afterwards, really, unless I'm like questioned about it, and then it's like, oh, do you have questions? Okay, well, I've got notes, and I go back and look at the notes. So it's like that's done, and then I put it aside. What do you do with your pressure relief? I don't mean talking about like this. I mean, I'm talking like outlets, like physical outlets, like running.
Yeah, well, not run well. Sometimes I walk or I let me see, walk, stretch, or uh or I'll draw, I'll read.
What's any good books? Like what's good book lately?
Yeah, you said but it's a good book to me, or what's a good? Okay, you mean like which? Okay, you mean like which genre book or which story?
I don't know. Give me whatever. Like, have you read a good book? I mean, like, are you looking forward to it?
I know, but I haven't read. I haven't read a good book lately, but I do know of some though. Yeah, I haven't read any books lately, but I do know of some. Yeah, or let's see. Well, now as far as favorite genres, well, my favorite genres to read is mystery drama. See, mystery drama, crime, and horror and thrillers are my favorite story genres to read, and comedy, of course.
Have you ever watched the movie Clue?
Yes, I have.
And your take on it?
My take on it is that it was a very good and engaging film.
Do you like other like TV shows that have a cast, like a full cast of characters that always engage with each other? Like
yes, yes, sir. One of them is the NCIS shows, all of them because because it's multiple, and the other one Bones and Chicago Med Fire and PD and Murdoch and Murdoch Mysteries. I love that one. And and by the way, Murdoch Mysteries, it doesn't take place here in America. I thought it did. Yeah, but Murdoch Mysteries, that one takes place in Canada during the 1900s or the 1910s. and see, yeah, well, what other show I like? I love it when people engage with one another. Let's see. Okay, I'm put it in there because it's easy one and it's one of my favorite shows I love growing up. Buffy the Vampire Slayer. They engage, yeah, they engage and interact back to back.
What was the witches? The three witches. One of them was the Alyssa Milano, and then the other was
Is that Charmed or
Charmed? Yeah, Charmed.
Charmed?
I think it
Okay,
was.
I wanted to make sure I got it right.
All the whole first, like, a whole bunch of Charmed. I watched all of them. They were great working together.
Okay, yeah, I love Charmed too, and of course, R.I.P. to Miss Shannon Daughtery. R.I.P. to her.
Oh no, what?
What? You didn't know that?
No, how long is that? When did that?
That's been about maybe 2 years, I think. Maybe 2.5 years ago when she passed away. Yeah. She had cancer. I think she had I don't know. Yeah, I think she had breast. I think it was from breast cancer. And also Shannon Daughtery, and I highly respect about her is that she didn't play no games when it came to people. She wasn't with the whole fakeness and being two-faced. No, because it was on ET or Access Hollywood, and now one of her friends of who I don't know if he's the main person or one of the people she had to be over her stuff after she had passed away, but he said that she said, and I think he said that she said that she made a list of everybody of who she didn't want to be at a funeral, and she was going to give it to him. And I was like, there you go ahead, ma'am. Say, there you go. You keep it 100. I said, you keep it 100. Exactly. If they didn't mess with you like that while you were still here on this earth, they have no reason to come and try to mess with you now. Now that, now that you transition, ascended, whatever your view is. So Hazel, I highly respect her on this. Yes, she wasn't with no fake crap. Yep, and the same guy, her friend, he had asked her. Oh, and by the way, she was a cremated. She wanted to be cremated, and he had asked her if he could take some of her ashes and have them made into like a diamond or a crystal or into like a into like a necklace or something, and then she said yes, sure, go ahead.
Oh, all right. Slow that down.
Mm-hmm.
You said something about her after effects were to be made into some kind of jewelry.
Yep. That's because her friend I was just telling you about, her guy friend, he had asked her if he could keep some of her ashes and have them made, into like a crystal or a diamond or something. And then she had said, sure. Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah. Yes.
In my opinion. I mean, I don't judge. I'm not judging, but I hadn't heard that. I've never heard anything like that before. Like, can they take your body and make you a piece of jewelry? Or
you're just now hearing that? Oh yes, sir. People they have their remains like made into jewelry, or some are made into rings, necklaces, or bracelets, lockets, and or some of it.
All right. No, I don't want to hear anymore. So when I'm done, take my body, burn it, and throw it into, if you have the option, and you can actually do it, take it to Ireland and throw it off the cliffs of Moher, please. And thank you.
Well, all right. And also that's not all. Some people, like, they want to have, like, be buried into the earth like okay, like people request for their body to be planted like under a bush or a tree, you know, and then their body will go into the grass and the soil and all. And also some people they have their ashes sent to the moon. So yes, yes, Mr. Randall, there are space burials too.
But I mean, so there has to be outer space laws now for cremation.
NASA, nobody else has said nothing about it and made no complaints. So hey,
Yeah,
they don't.
it's gonna become a thing.
They don't mind.
It's gonna
And
become.
so yeah, actually, it's one of two ways. If people don't request for their ashes to be sent to the moon, they'll just say send them up in space, and and their ashes just scatter out of space. And
I do not mean to jest or think lightly of death or anything like that, but I'm jaded and I apologize. But I've seen a lot of death. I've seen a lot of things, and I'm actually more appreciative of animals nowadays. I saved a little dog today. You believe that? The little dog running out in the street, and I was like, "Oh, what are you doing, little dog?" And then I drove up to the dog and found the dog and his tag, and I put him back behind the fence. Somebody left, some kind of worker came over and left the fence open, and the dog ran out. And I put the dog back behind the fence, and the dog was like happy about that. So it's the people. Okay. It's the people that get me, because the people will
Yeah. Okay, I see. Oh, what am I about to say? Oh yeah, and also there's also liquid cremation too. By the way, just so you know.
Yeah, that's the thought behind like doing any one of these things. So you burn a body, you liquefy a body, you bury a body, or you just leave a body. I mean, and then the animals get it. I mean, all these things. How many options are there after your soul leaves your body and that there's just a body? How many options are there?
And also, you can send it to outer space. But as far as the options, there's literally a file cabinet of options. What people choose to do, with their bodies. Literally a file cabinet of options.
Okay. I'm sorry. I meant respectfully dealing with the body.
It's all good. I know what you mean, and anybody else who's watching this, they know what you mean too. And let me see what else. And also now this practice is mainly down in Mexico, South America, and through the Caribbean islands. Now some people be before they die, pass away, like they'll request for their bodies to be propped up or standing, or their loved ones.
Right. So you're getting into different cases and different like loads. I'm not sure if we're talking about the same language right now.
We are
like different cases. We're talking about different cases. I'm just talking about life in general. Is that what we're talking about?
Similar things, yes.
Just life in general. And I like looking at other stuff. Like some like a specific case. I'm not going to get into any of that, but how do we feel about weird stuff? How do we feel about things that happen in life? I'll go there, but not like, you know, a case or something like that.
Uh-huh.
I mean, maybe I have in the past, but right now I'm like, all right, I got to pull it back. I gotta like regroup and just think about things for a minute.
I see.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. I'm going to take a break. Yeah. Thank you, Braxton. Thank you, sir.
Sure thing.
I'm going to hit the button and jump off here. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, man. It's great talk. I really appreciate, like, every time, you know, every time we talk, every minute we get to talk.
And same here. Likewise.
All right. All right. Thank you.
All right. And now I'm gonna get off here and let you go, and I'm gonna charge up my phone.
All right. Yep. Charge it up.
Yes, I will.